Welcome, I'm Tanya from Simple First Aid and thank you for taking this course. Today's topic is about first aid kits and first aid manuals. So you might have an old manual on your bookshelf or in a box at home, and you might also have a first aid kit either in your car or in your bathroom cabinet. It's maybe time to dig it out and have a look what's really in there. Also, in first aid kits, things do expire, so it is important to check the dates on things and update them. So we're going to go through a checklist of what you should see and expect in a first aid kit, and also to tell you about the new first aid manual that has just been released. So a first aid kit, you can make your own. You could get a box and just throw some bandages, plasters, medication that you use in your home. For the workplace, we can't have medication in a first aid kit because everybody has access to that and we don't know what the allergies are. But if you were going to buy a first aid kit, these are the type of things that you should expect to see in it. So you'll see a box of assorted plasters of all different shapes and sizes for all different size cuts. You'll see a small, medium and large bandages. So there may be 2 or 3 of each. You might also see a finger bandage or an eye patch, also just for specific areas as well. You might see a gauze as well, so that's like a square thing that again that you can attach with tape and with other bandages. You might find a conforming bandage. Now that's a stretchy bandage that we would use to treat sprains, strains and those type of injuries. Also, you should have a checklist in the box as well that will tell you everything. So as you open the box, there should be a checklist inside. Also, you might have tough cut scissors. So these are scissors that are shaped slightly bent, and that is to cut clothes from anyone. Also, you'll see maybe safety pins. You might have a face shield. You will have a ice pack, maybe like one of those ones that you can break and then it will get cold. You might find a silver blanket, and also a triangle bandage that we would use for slings as well. There's also should be a booklet in there as well that tells you, gives you basic first aid information, and it will show you what to use which thing for, and it will also give you details on CPR, recovery position and choking. So that's what you would see in a mainstream sort of first aid kit. As I said, in your home you can add to that, but also make sure that it's locked away, so if you do have little ones that they can't get into it. But also do check the expiry dates. So bandages, once they go past their expiry date, within time they can start to disintegrate. Plasters will also lose their stickiness and their antibacterial properties. So it's really important to keep your first aid kit up to date. Regards to manuals, so you might have a first aid manual, as I mentioned, at home. So I do advise you to bring it out and have a look through it. There's lots of information. It has been updated many times, but some of it will be still relevant. But if you do want to get hold of the new manual, this is the latest one. So I do advise this. It's you can get it from most bookshops or online, and it's created by St John's Ambulance, St Andrews and British Red Cross, so the 3 leading researchers for first aid. And then what it has got in it this time is actually information on how to protect yourself against COVID-19, and it's also got the updated information on CPR and recovery positions. So there's lots of changes that are in this manual, so I do recommend you get one. If this is a bit much and you don't want to actually have a heavy manual, if you go over to our shop on Etsy, for Simple First Aid on Etsy, we've actually created a ebook that you can download that's got the latest information on first aid for children and babies. This book also covers adults, so again, if we look through, so it's got everything from excuse me, spinal injuries, knee injuries, lots of fractures, shock, fumes in great detail for child and baby. So I would recommend you pick up one of these. But if not, I said just pop over to Etsy. Our shop is, our ebook is half the price, so you can check it out there. But if you don't have a first aid kit and you're thinking of getting one again, shop around, there's lots online. Also, if you've got one, if you've got a car, it would be really useful that you kept one in a car if you've got a family. So then if anything happens when you're out and about, you'll be able to treat those injuries. So let's just recap on what you should have in a first aid kit. So what you'll see is it's normally a green or red box with a big cross on it. It should have a contents list inside. You'll have a booklet, you'll have plasters, bandages of all sorts, shapes and sizes, conforming bandages, ice pack, scissors, safety pins, triangle bandage, silver blanket, ice pack, all things in there to help you if you need it in an emergency. Thank you for joining us today. If you do have any questions and you want to get back to me, or you're not sure if that should or shouldn't go in a first aid kit, please do drop a message down below, or you can go over to our Facebook page, Simple First Aid, and send me a private message and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. Also, if you're interested in taking a first aid course, we can give you a lot more information. We do run them locally and nationally. So look forward to speaking to you soon. Thank you.